Acceptance is something we don't have to like, we don't have to support it, but we come to terms with it and we fully respect it. In the past, I used to have a hard time accepting things. I used to have a hard time accepting other people's behaviors. I used to think that, well, if I could just reason with them, then maybe they'll change their minds. And then if they didn't change their minds, I would think there was something wrong with them. But actually, it was me trying to control the situation. That's why it's really hard sometimes to accept our own faults. But once you see them and you realize them, acceptance can be your biggest power that you have because it really isn't anything about them. It has to do with us. When we keep the focus on ourselves, we get to make decisions that are in our own best interest that build us up. And that's really the main thing that we really care about is building ourselves up and working on ourselves. And we don't have to worry about anyone else. Basically, the best way if you do want to influence anyone else is not by trying to change them, it's by setting an example. We oftentimes see qualities in other people that we admire and respect, and sometimes we think, gosh, I wish I was really like that. Well, we can be. When we start portraying those same traits that we admire in others, then we get to be that example for other people. And that's a great way to try and influence others, because that way you're not telling anyone what to do. When we come to our own conclusions that there might be something we do want to change about ourselves that we see in others that we really like, when we decide to do it on our own and we're owning that, making that decision, that's what builds our confidence. Accepting humanity is huge. We know that we can't force people to change. You have to want it. And even when it's something uncomfortable, we have to accept that we have to know we have to step outside of our comfort box in order to truly have a happy life in all aspects. We have to accept that self development is something that we always have to keep working on in order to get whatever it is we want. We really are in control of our own destiny. If there's things that we're not happy about in our life, we have to look at those things and accept them for what they are, look at them, reflect on ourselves, and see what is it that we can change about ourselves in order to get there. We do get to make choices that fulfill us. Are you in a job that you hate? Have you ever had a job that you hated in the past and you felt stuck in it? And you felt like, well, I have to go to work. It's my job. Well, we do get to make decisions to make things better, whether it's staying at the same job and trying to find ways to work it out or changing jobs. It's our lives. We dictate what happens in our lives. Nobody else does. That's probably the biggest form of acceptance that I've learned for myself is realizing that I make my own decisions for me that are best for me. Just having that as a rule of thumb, I think is awesome. Just having the acceptance to know that we are in complete control of our own lives. We are the authors of our own stories. We pick and choose what we want to do. And then when there's obstacles in the way, we figure them out. Another piece of acceptance I've learned is that you can't really plan out your whole life from start to finish. It doesn't work that way. I just have to take one step at a time. And as long as I accept that there are going to be things that happen that get in the way, there are going to be things that go wrong. But those things that get in the way and go wrong are not failures. They're just things that we learn from and grow from. And we don't stop. We accept that we have to still keep moving forward. That's when you start to see all the amazing things happening to you in your life. Working on ourselves is something we can't ever quit on. Accepting we don't always have all the answers to all of our questions doesn't mean we just quit. It means we have to accept asking for help, researching help. We have to do whatever we can to help ourselves because we're worth it and you're worth it. Accepting humanity for what it is, knowing that we can't change it, but we can respond in a way that's in our own best interest. And then we get to thrive and we get to live our lives the way we want to. And we get all the abundances of life. All right, if you like this video, please hit like and subscribe. Share it with someone that you think this could help. And I will see you in the next video.